Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, the 6 most overlooked strategies for successful low back hernia disc recovery. Now, I do create a lot of great content for those out there suffering with lower back problems such as stenosis, sciatica, herniated disc, bulging disc, etc. If that is you, then hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when I upload some great content for you folks trying to get back on the road to recovery. So, without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, folks, so today I'm going to be looking at 6 very overlooked strategies that you need to have in place if you want to have a successful herniated disc recovery. Okay, it can be a terrible journey, a lot of pain, sometimes sciatica can be created from it, but you want to follow these simple strategies to ensure that your progress will get you back to that pain-free living. Yeah. Now, one of the most common things is we do every day is we sleep. All right, you got 168 hours in the week, in your classic 7-day week, okay? A lot of that time, say we do 7 hours a night, okay, it's 49 hours. You want to find a good sleep position because sleep is super important because that's when the body heals, it repairs itself. So you want to make sure you find the correct position for you to be able to sleep in without pain, without exacerbating your issues. Now, I've got a really good video on sleep positions. It's going to pop up at the end of this video, okay? So watch all this video so you can learn all the strategies, okay, you want to have in place, and then go and check out that video on specific sleep positions. If you're struggling, you don't know how to sleep correctly with low back herniated discs, then check out that video, all right? Now, number 2 is consistency, okay? So perhaps you're going to rehabilitation, physiotherapy 2-3 times a week, whatever. They should be giving you some homework to do at home, and you want to make sure you're consistent in doing that. It could be your stretching, it could be your core exercises, it could be your icing, after you've done the exercises. Perhaps you have to use heat for some of your protocols, okay? You've got to be consistent because sometimes a lot of injuries occur through a cumulative load. It's maybe something we've been doing for years and years and years incorrectly, which leads to that injury. For you to reverse that, you've got to be consistent with the corrective exercises, corrective stretches to get you back to that pain-free part of your life, okay? So you want to make sure, number 2, that you're consistent, okay? Trying to skip the days, okay? Try to, if you're going on a business trip, you're going on holiday, make sure you're doing your stretches, your core work, the work has been given to you by your physiotherapy or your chiropractor or whoever it is you're using as your therapist. Make sure you're consistent with doing the work. Now, number 3, following on from that, is actually tracking your progress. If you want to see progress, you have to know how far you've come. Therefore, you want to track your progress, okay? Perhaps you've got the front plank as part of your rehabilitation modality, all right? And maybe you start with 30 seconds, okay? So maybe you have a little notepad or one of the electronic, note paper things or some chart up in your wall, your fridge. Day 1, Monday, for example, I do my front plank for 30 seconds, okay? The next day, you do it, maybe you do 35 seconds, okay? You want to record that down so you can see how far you've come because sometimes when we don't track our progress, we don't realize how far we've come. It's when we look back and go, wow, a month ago, I could barely hold myself up in the plank position. Now I can do a full minute, yeah? That means you've become stronger, and creating strength about your core, helping support your spine, will help improve your quality of life, but it's going to help you decrease the pain. The structure is going to be stronger to support your spine, take stress off the disc, and increase that healing time, okay? Now, following on from that, point number 4 is don't overdo it, all right? You might have a couple of good days, okay? The sciatica pain has gone down a lot, the back pain has gone down a lot, and you think, yeah, okay, I'm going to go for a game of golf today. I'm going to, hit a few balls. I'm going to go to the tennis court. I'm going to run like a crazy person with my kids in the garden or something. The next day, you can't move, okay? You've done too much. So always stay within the boundaries of the program you've been given. Always pay attention to your body, listen to your body, okay? I don't want you to avoid doing things, but just remember how you move, how you want to do your certain exercises. Be aware of you are injured and you have to look after yourself, okay? You're trying to get to a point where you can do all those things again, but you want to be tracking your progress all the way through, have somebody checking in on you, hopefully, again, physiotherapist, chiropractor, osteopath, whoever you choose to help you along that path to recovery, okay? Now, another very big one, which a lot of people do miss out, is diet and hydration. Now, what I mean by hydration is drinking water, plain, simple, good old water, okay? If you are stretching the tissues, if you're not hydrated, okay, your tissues, it's like stretching leather, okay? It just doesn't want to give, and it can be painful, right? So you want to make sure you do increase your water intake a little bit. Maybe it's just an extra 8 ounces of water a day into your system. It will help hydrate the tissues, so when you do your stretches, okay, then they will be pliable, the tissue, it's going to be easier for you to actually stretch without pain. Now, on top of that is diet. I know you've heard it a million times before, okay? A lot of us in the Western world, you know, a lot of the populations are obese, we're overweight, etc. Well, if you are carrying excess weight, mainly fat tissue, it does put unnecessary loads on your spine. So just the act of losing a couple of kilos will decrease the stress on your lower back, okay? It will help your recovery, all right? It can actually be an issue which created the low back problems in the first place. It's carrying extra weight because it is more stress on your spine, more torque created when you move, etc., on that lower back region. So by dropping a couple of kilos, you can potentially relieve some stress on your spine and increase, okay, the ability time for you to recover, okay, recover quicker and increase the chances that you will recover quicker, all right? Now, the last one, very, very important, is your daily spine hygiene. What do I mean by that? Okay, so basically, you have to be aware of how you're moving, picking up objects. Am I standing too long? Am I taking breaks away from my desk? If I'm sitting too long, you've got to be aware of how you're moving during the day. So I have a very, very good video. It's about avoiding flexion before noon. It's also going to pop up at the end of this one, so keep watching, okay? Those 2 videos will pop up, the sleeping positions and avoiding flexion. And it's about how you move during the day and avoiding doing, you know, heavy, intense movements earlier in the day, generally before lunch, okay? And trying to create good spine hygiene. So it's how you lift an object off the floor correctly. Making sure that when you turn to pick up an object, you're actually not just rotating your spine and bending, you actually turn the whole body, and then you create the right posture to pick up that object, yeah? It's also about when to relax during the day. You know, maybe you relax on the floor, when you put your legs up on a small stool, that takes the pressure off your lower back, lets the muscles recover for a little bit. It's all about being aware of how you move during the day, the activities you do, which leads to this overall corrective spine hygiene, which again will basically decrease your healing time, will get you to that point a lot faster of being fully recovered, all right? So there's my 6 top strategies to make sure you do successfully recover from a herniated disc. Now, guys, if you are struggling out there with herniated discs, bulging discs, sciatica nerve pain, issues with your low back, you're not alone, okay? I'm here to help you. Feel free to hit me up in the comment section. If you want to contact me directly, it's not a problem at all. My email address is down in the description as well. Drop me an email, okay? Send me your questions or whatever. I will get back to you, all right? So guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share, and of course, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.